We are back once again. Marist just had a couple of issues on their end in terms of the internet, but it looks like we've got it all resolved, and we are straight back into this round with a huge trade of kills. It's going to be Snipabam getting taken out by Kingpin after dispatching of the enemy chamber there, so now a fast play towards B here for Marist College. They are trying to get some space into this site, but they have to go up against the judge of Cryptic, and there is the Viper's Pit put down for Quinnipiac as well. So Cryptic has to try to play around this, and there we go, the double kill with the judge. And that's so much damage dealt. It's only Kingpin. We talked about the rat before, but you've got to be an absolute sewer rat to get out of this one alive, and Kingpin might just be the man to do it. Finds one there, gets the kill onto Invasive Karma, has to use a couple of extra bullets, but still, the kill is a kill. And Kingpin, now this Viper's Pit sort of benefits Kingpin, right? Because the shape of the site is changed a lot, but it's Gorgo just being able to hold that angle and find the kill in the end. So a nice try on the hit, but it's Cryptic right here.
I mean, look at this, a judge moment if I've ever seen one. The amount of decay, the molly damage, all of it combines for the perfect situation for the judge, as that is now going to be cast away, picking up the Vandal, another AWP setup on defense. Typically, this is going to be for securing a site or holding one site. On retakes, double AWP, a big liability because it's hard to kind of push in with the operator. That's kind of been the biggest issue with it, as it received very many heavy nerfs early on into Valorant's life cycle, and so kind of reducing that effectiveness. So I would be remiss if, like, I'm not a big fan of double AWP setups a lot of the time, because it just becomes, if you lose a site, it's like I have to get rid of them. But right there, one of the AWPs already finding its value.
Yeah, that's Popsia. Great little flick there, but Argos is already way behind Quinnipiac's defense on A, and now that defense might start to crumble. Snipabam trying to stop the bleeding here. Popsia is now kind of stuck on site with the AWP as the toxic screen goes up and the site is free to plant on for Marist. 3 versus 3, and Popsia's trying to go over top. That's a bad miss, though, because that means that Sova can continue to push forward, but it will be recovered by Snipabam. The double ops this time working out. But here's what you were talking about. It's very hard to push further than this with those immobile weapons, and with Yellow Bros coming out with the flash, wants to get aggressive, up close and personal,
yeah, how do you push
and
a wall?
It is going to go well. Snipabam goes down, Kingpin to find Sniper Cryptic, and Popsia is alone with the blades. 1 versus 2, tries to go around the corner, and misses that shot as well. Yellow Bros is just buying time. This is the same thing as before. Jumping up and down, classic.
What is happening?
This is a Harlem Globetrotters match right here in this round. Kingpin finishes it off with the classic, and yeah, that just devolved into absolute chaos.
Yeah, absolute chaos indeed. And like you said, and like I said, how do the operators ever push a Viper wall? How do you ever get in? You can't. It's so difficult, almost impossible, if you will, to actually get on through the wall with that operator. You gotta have to wait for it to drop. Once that shot gets missed, you're gonna get pushed, and it is just not the best situation there to have the double AWP setup. Even when you were locking down the site, once they get the plant down, you're in a world of hurt. And now it's given Marist the opportunity to go up 7-2 right now and looking for a 10-2 half. And I said this yesterday if you were here for this, but that is a monumental half, and it's almost impossible to come back from. So definitely would be a big boon for Marist, who is 0-3 currently.
Now the attacking Viper wall is put so that it blocks the vision of Gorgo, who's standing there in the link here. Now, Gorgo also has been kind of pushed back by that dark cover, so Marist have so much space here, and you can see just pushing in. Mr. Gorgo doesn't even know where to look right now. Now, Kingpin, you can see it's only going to be the Viper, that Snipe Cryptic, standing on site. Kingpin goes around the corner, but turns away just at the wrong time. It's Snipe Cryptic and Popsia to trade back a little bit, but Argos will quickly shut them both down. Yellow Bros is here holding that operator, facing over towards mid, and it's going to be Argos in the end to get the 3K. Marist with a very nice hit, and yeah, just all that utility. That is the double controllers coming into effect there.
Yep, double controller has its effectiveness, but Marist 8-2. Quinnipiac, can they start coming back from this with a Bucky? I don't quite know. The buggy,
Yeah.
not the strongest gun currently. The nerfs it received was substantial for a reason. They were quite crazy indeed. But we're going to be trying to see now the double up setup available here for Marist. And on attack, I don't like it one bit. Maybe it's kind of like a pub stompy or like a ranked kind of weapon where it's like people don't respect it, so they just run into the sightlines of it when you're holding. But like pushing into an angle is just so difficult with that operator. I don't quite enjoy it on offense so much.
Yeah, and Marist kind of, you know, getting themselves... Oh, a lot of info gained actually there by Snipabam, who teleports out just as that dark cover, kind of Wile E. Coyote style. Snipabam going to try to get some headhunter shots right through, but here's Argos, and we're talking about pushing forwards with the AWP. Argos tries to go for the no-scope, and it's the Bucky to be victorious. In fact, Snipe Cryptic gets another one there on Yellow Bros, even after being stunned. Kingpin to finish that off, but yeah, Marist are trying to speed run this one a little bit now. It's just fast pushes into sites, trusting their gunplay ability, trusting their firepower to get the job done.
Yes, and once again, the setup here is for the 10-2 and already having a lot of these ults, basically a lot of ults available here with both knives and the Hunter's Fury. You have Seekers not too far behind. An ult orb plus a kill will secure for Yellow Bros and really give them an advantage in this round. And Kingpin, from this Viper position, from this controller position, has been doing a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of kills. And that is not something you normally see. Obviously, you can have amazing controller players, but typically their role is to not be going for kills. With the rattiness that Kingpin has been playing with has allowed them to find so many of these advantages in these rounds. And it's really been a big boon for them.
And, you know, this could be part of the reason why Marist were dropped to 0-3 earlier in the day, because we know Kingpin had some connection issues earlier, wasn't able to join for all those games, so that easily could be part of the reason. Here's the Hunter's Fury to come in from the attackers, try to clear out this defense, but in fact, it's going to be the Viper's Pit to stop that B push from happening, pardon me, and the 3 versus 3 on the round, but Jets will be fighting in mid lane. It's going to be mid position. It's going to be Argos with the Blade Storm taking out Popsia here, but still this Viper's Pit. If they want to continue towards B, they've got to deal with Snipe Cryptic. Good in this position before, but Gyro with the no-scope on Snipe, and it's going to be Gyro as well to get the final kill. Snipabam goes down, and Marist, they get that dreaded 10-2.
And this is rough, coming off a 13-1 against DePaul. It looks like it could be matched here. If Marist does win this pistol, looks like 12-2 is on the horizon for them, and that is just a deficit you never want to see as the attacking side, or as any side, really, if they were defense or attack. Yes, the map is attacker favored, but not that heavily attacker favored, especially with a lot of the changes coming in to this map has made it less so. I mean, it's kind of weird with, like, whenever there's changes made to a map, there's a lot of differing opinions on if it made the map different or not, or how it changed up the sidedness of it, like, or if it made the map better or not, right? I mean, look at Icebox currently. That is definitely controversial changes, some on B side at least.
Absolutely true. I've got my own opinions on Icebox, which maybe we save for a podcast someday later, but it is going to be Quinnipiac now trying to make their way into mid lane. Man, something's happening to my brain right now. Mid position on the attack. Yeah, Riot. Yeah, we're in the Riot zone here. Snipabam does get an opener, though. That's over towards A, and so they're going to use that opportunity to try to get themselves over there. Popsia doesn't get those shots, and Argos takes out Mr. Gorgo as well. A 4 versus 3 now in favor of the defenders. Marist College looking to try to take this pistol round and potentially win very, very quickly, but there's no way Snipe Cryptic gets checked here, except if players come in from mid, and indeed they do. That's Argos now to flick around and grab that one. Snipabam on a mission with the spike here. 4 versus 1 situation, and was Snipabam spotted there? Now going to be spotted. Has to get out of the way, and there's no chance. Gyro gets it, and Marist. Quinnipiac got the opening kill there, worst, but it was Marist with the 4 players remaining at the end.
Yes, and 11-2, looking to be 12-2 on the cards. There's going to be a force coming out from Quinnipiac. It looks like Spectres are in their hands, but if you look at the buys, Spectres with no light armor versus Spectres with full armor, or a Marshal with full armor, or a Judge with full armor here in the case of Johnny Silverhands, who also has the Headhunter, mind you, though has that long range capability as well. Don't know how many shots they have, 3, I assume. Actually, have never really looked at Chambers UI that much. I haven't played him myself, all that much, so hasn't really occurred to me that that would be the number it gives you.
Yeah, it's two shots there down the head, or 3. Sorry, yeah, like you say. So, but I was looking at the wrong thing there, just as I try to correct you. But Johnny Silverhand doesn't need that headhunter at this point. Going to use the Judge instead, and hearing the footsteps come around. There we go. Johnny Silverhand using the power of that trademark to find something. It's Snipe-A-Bam on the other side, though. Now it's only Snipe Cryptic remaining. Has finally taken out that defender, but going to be punished in the end. Kingpin wraps around, and Marist get themselves to match point. Both these teams looking for their first victory so far in this group stage, and Marist looks very much poised to take it in devastating fashion. Yeah,
and I think it's crazy to me how Marist was even 0-3 in the first place. I mean, they're such a good team, such a strong team, have amazing players on them. Yellow Bros has always been a standout for them. And now Kingpin, who has been playing phenomenally, is now with them again, I believe. I don't know which match they had to go, but whatever match it was, no matter what match, they don't have Kingpin, and it does hurt them a lot. So it is interesting to see Marist back at their full potential, back at their full form right now, and going to be hurting a potential 13-3 if they can win the first bonus I think we have casted together. And starting out for the good stuff, I think Quinnipiac might be just a little bit too rattled, but Invasive Karma shuts that theory down as Johnny Silverhand now bites the dust.
Yep, so that's Yellow Bros, though, quickly answering, and Kingpin as well with an aggressive look up towards mid. Going to continue to chase Invasive Karma all the way into spawn, and Argos with the Marshal to finish it off. As I said, devastating from Marist College, and this is more the look we were expecting from them coming into this prelim, as Marist College have been an impressive performer in some of the prelims and some of the EGF events that we've had in the past. Quinnipiac, though, do fall to 0-3, so they are going to have a long road ahead of them today, trying to get themselves anywhere near playoff contention. We do have Marquette versus Quinnipiac coming up after the break, so we will see you in a few minutes.
Cool. I'm a little off today.
So, yeah, I feel like I just had a fever dream. I was like stumbling over everything, not thinking of the words. I also feel like I sent to break right as you cut to camera, so sorry about that. Okay. I feel off today too. That's okay. That was a warm-up game. Yeah. Yeah, that was. I feel like.